From halal mozzarella to smart hijabs, faith-driven consumers are demanding products that dovetail with their modern lifestyle. That's what we're discussing on this edition of Inside AB. I'm Bernd Busman, and I'm here with Shruti Nair. So, Shruti, would you say that Muslims as a community are the world's last greatest untapped market?
Well, I would. At this point, I would. Just look at the numbers here, right? So 1.8 billion Muslims in the world right now, and most of them are, so the median age for this Muslim bracket is 24 years. They spent just $2.1 trillion in 2017 alone. That's the expenditure by just one particular community. And by 2060, this number is expected to increase to 3 billion Muslims in the world. So now, just looking at the numbers, you know that there is a very, very strong target market right there. So looks like the Islamic economy, we can call it that, is ripe for picking at this point.
So what are the main sectors that have potential for growth?
A number of sectors, so it's not just one or two sectors that we're talking about, starting from modest fashion to beauty to halal tourism, Islamic finance. They just spread across all the different arenas. So you're not just talking about one particular niche. So it's not a niche anymore, considering giving the number, right? So there's tech, smart, sports hijabs that have been doing the rounds, and we've seen the Nike hijabs, etc. So there's a whole clothing line just for one particular community. Then there's the Muslim Barbies that we've seen, very interesting, very amusing. It's a concept, it's an idea. And then the fine dining halals and meal kits that have been coming out. And then there are these iftar kits, there are these seasonal things that happen all the time. So it's spread across different sectors, and different products and different brands are taking it up as well. So there are also these GPS and virtual reality apps to help Muslims live their life in style. And they're not, so basically their faith isn't hindered with. So a number of products which has been doing the rounds, and that's why it is impacting the economy as a whole.
Interesting. So, I mean, there must be quite a few challenges, though, still.
Yeah, there are a number of challenges right now, and I think the fact that we are talking about it as a community-specific product itself is one of the major challenges. So widespread cohesive branding is seen to be one huge drawback for this entire, the concept of Islamic economy. Muslims, basically what Noman Khawaja, who is the founder of Haluja, which is basically a halal-based company, says that Muslims want what non-Muslims have already. So they are trying to fit into, they're going to go from the niche to the more common bracket of markets. So companies who want to target modern Muslims would do well to simply market a great product that has come, that has cross-appeal to various communities. So that's what he's trying to say, that it's not just about one particular brand or one particular niche market, but you need to make a brand that appeals to everybody alike. So you're not isolating anybody, and you're not just catering to one particular segment. So I'm going to quote him here. A lot of time what we see is ethnic, localized marketing, or simply a halal certification logo, which is ingredient branding rather than full-blown branding, or some cosmetic religious messaging. So the assumption appears to be that if you do this, then Muslims will consume. One country that has actually, in fact, got it right is Malaysia, because they seem to be really, really riveting on the Islamic economy, and it has been doing well for the country's economy in all as well. So the UAE itself has taken a major step towards not isolating or not categorizing or bracketing it. So the UAE took a major step forward by announcing a universal platform for cross-Arab certification. So we're talking about halal certification, which is again a huge problem globally if you see, right? So the first Arab halal system will include mutual recognition of halal certificates and ease the trade movement between Arab countries and the rest of the world.
Interesting. So is there still room to grow any further?
Of course there is. I mean, we're talking about increasing numbers. So Islamic finance sector has $2.4 trillion in total assets as of now. So food and beverage leads Muslim spend. That's basically the main sector where the Muslims are targeted as a community. So the Muslim spend there is $1.3 trillion. This is followed by clothing and apparel. Talk about hijabs, talk about modest fashion. All of that comes second after food and beverage. And then there's media and entertainment, which stands at $209 billion.
Thank you, Shruti. Very interesting. If you want more detail on this story, read this week's edition of Arabian Business Magazine. You're watching Inside AB. I'm Bernd Busman, and this is Shruti Nair. Thank you.